Asanteni sana. The man of the moment, AG Speaker Emeritus, the Honorable Justin Bidan Muturi, Your Excellency, Kalonzo Musyoka, and all dignitaries present. Mine is just to say congratulations to JB for the great book that he has put together, The Fight for Order. And JB, my brother, my kinsman, as a student of literature, let me confirm that is a great art of work. And in literature, you evaluate content and form. At the University of Nairobi in the 80s, there were two schools of thought on what defines a great work of art. One group led by the late Professor Chris Wanjara believed that a good work of art is content, what you say. Another group led by Professor Henry Dangasi believed that a good work of art is the form, how you say it. Reading this great book, I want to confirm that it is splendid in both content and form. You have told a good story and you have told it well. JB Muturi, my brother, is a great friend of mine. We have come from far. We were trying to make Uhuru Kenyatta president in the year 2002 together with Murathe. Those days I used to take Uji Murathe. I quit the club. I'm still told you are taking Uji in the layer. And we did not succeed. We proceeded until we made Uhuru Kenyatta president in 2013. And he became speaker. I joined him as a member of parliament in the 12th parliament. And we've been very close. Then we looked for government together. We were in the same cabinet. What JB has written here, especially the latter part, is true. And in the cabinet we served under Gidenji, JB and I were the only true, honest people. When I left, he was left as the only one who is honest. When he left, there is nobody in that cabinet who is truthful. The rest are flower girls and yes sir. And this is a good story, and these stories must be told. I will be telling mine, but not now. I'm too busy. I have some work to do. But I'll be doing a good work on the Ruto betrayal as we go on. It's good to tell this story because JB tried to bring order to government like he had brought in parliament. And JB was a good speaker. Despite the fact that he came from TNA, he never became a youth winger for Uhuru Kenyatta. JB and Kenneth Marede were two great speakers. It's unfortunate the speaker we have today is a youth winger. You find him in empowerment forums giving people maharagwe. And for that, JB, we salute you. You created order in parliament. You tried to create order in government and you got in trouble like myself. That's why we are out with you in the trenches. Because you tried to create order. Let me confirm to the people of Kenya. He's being given documents by people he doesn't even know. Attorney General that it is right. And he stood his ground. He was trying to call government to order. I remember one day we were in Naivasha for a conference for cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries. William Ruto called me to his room again and abused me and my community because of JB Muturi. Hii mtu yako ya bere, buri. Ebu muite hapo mwambie hiyo vitu nimwambie afanye. And he should not tell me anything. I'm the president. I am not a lawyer, but I'm the president. What I want must be done in this country. Can you look for him and you get back here uniambie? So nikatafuta JB, nikaita yeye kwa room yangu. JB, again wewe, you have robbed my boss the wrong way. What's the problem? JB said he is asking me to sign a deal to buy land with the funds from the Settlement Trust Fund, SFT, for putting up an industrial park. This fund, by law, you can only buy land to settle squatters, to settle Kenyans who are landless. You cannot use it to buy land for any other purpose. I cannot do it as Attorney General. Please tell him I will not do it. So I went back to him, I said, it cannot be done. And he has explained to me, and I agree 100%. So when J.B. Muturi says we need to call the country to order, he has lived those words. And he was my soulmate in cabinet, because he was only the truthful person who is fearless. One day, when they are in cabinet committees, the president had tasked his tribesmen there in cabinet to keep him informed on the deliberations in cabinet committee by text. So if the direction a debate is taking is not going his way, especially in issues he is conflicted, he would send you a text and tell you how to take the conversation. So JB looked for me and we agreed what to do. Himself and myself, we will leave our phones away so Ruto cannot reach us. By the time he has been told what he wanted is not going the right way, to a petition. And he has told you, I would say, I rose finance bill, everybody. Oh, Muturi, I said, boss, this thing cannot be accepted by the people of Kenya, and we'll have an egg on our face. Kenyans will not take this finance bill. He took me to task. I said, no. I told the Secretary to Cabinet, Massive AJAABU, put it on record for posterity. I have said, no, it will not work. So when it did not work, we went to Cabinet. I wanted to revisit the matter, Kakata. I said, boss, can we go back to what I had said after the agencies brought a problem? The worst, of course, is when JB's child was abducted by the National Intelligence Service. And he called me, William Ruto was out of town, and said, Deputy President, my son has been abducted. I'm talking to everybody, they are taking me in circles. This is not acceptable. And for your information, if your child is missing and is suspected to be in the hands of the police or security agencies, you go to court and file what you call a habeas corpus, compelling the Attorney General to produce the person, dead or alive. So J.B. Muturi asked me, as Justin Muturi, if I file a habeas corpus against the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya, whom will it be served upon? So I called Kindiki, Mr. Yesa, he took me in circles. He was in Interior. I could see he's lying. He knows, but pretending he doesn't know. I called Nudin Haji, he took me in circles. I called Mohammed Amin, Director of CID, he took me in circles. I called Japheth Kome, he was the IG, he was talking to me in Kemeru. And they were all taking me in circles. And I called William Ruto, he was out of town. I said, Mr. President, Your Excellency, we have a problem in our hands. The son of your Attorney General has been abducted. He sits in the National Security Council. He is here with me asking why anybody would abduct his son. And he sits in the National Security Council. He is a principal legal advisor to the government. If anybody had a problem with his son, it's just asking Meji, can your son turn up here? I said, this is not right. Wewe Rigiji, wacha fitina bana. Wewe umenisumbua. Kila siku unanipigia simu fitina. Abducted by who? In which country? Wewe bana usinisumbue. Usilete mimi fitina. He's put off the phone. So I told JB, go and face him. He knows where your son is. I've listened to him, I know him. And JB took my advice and I alerted him. I told him I'll alert you when he arrives. The minute I was told he is 10 minutes away, the choppers were landing, I said, be at the gate. He went and faced him head on as a man. And JB Pongezi, that's the way to be a man. And within 2 hours, his son was at home. This is what we need for this country. Most people are cowards. JB, you didn't want to waste time inviting CSs. They cannot come here. They are cowards. They don't want to be associated with you because of what you say and what you speak. Let me say finally, JB is a good man. He was my boss in Parliament as Speaker. I was a first-time MP. 5 years down the line, I became his boss as Deputy President. He respected me in my new position. All the other MPs we came with from Parliament had nothing but disrespect and distaste for my new position. But this man here said, God has given me this opportunity, we must respect authority. So we developed a very tight relationship. And I had to pay him back one day in kind. And it's good, I tell you. After the Gen Z protests, the cabinet was dissolved. And William Ruto was struggling on what to do, bring Raila and his people in, this, that, and we let him do what he wanted to do without too much argument. And he announced the first batch, and out of the positions I had negotiated for my counties where I come from, he did not appoint anybody from Embu. And I asked him why. He said, let's wait kidogo. So in the next appointment, the final one, he called me and Musalia so that we flank him to announce the last batch of cabinet. And he was in a hurry. Let's go. I said, hey, what do you mean we go? How? How do we flank you to announce what we don't know? No, wewe Rigiji, wacha maneno mingi. Musalia, let's go. I said, no, I can't. If we are flanking you to make the announcements, we must be part of what you're announcing as the usual practice. I cannot flank you to announce cabinet when I don't know who you're announcing. I cannot hear it for the first time with the rest of Kenyans and the press. So he was very angry. Then he rushed to his office. Oh, Musalia, my God. He was shaking like a leaf. Oh, Mwami, how can we challenge the president? How? Please, this is not right. I say, Musalia, my friend, do you know this announcement, your name could be missing in that paper? The only person who is safe is myself because I'm elected. So mimi hata nakusaidia. So he went and brought the list and threw it at me. I looked at it and found that JB had been dropped from Embu and he had put somebody else. And then I asked him, who is this? I don't know him. You have not consulted me. We had an agreement. Who is this? Oh, is somebody says Barida brought. I said, no, I cannot be party to that decision. Because the other time, you appointed somebody from Meru. I did not argue with you. The people of Meru were asking me, who is this? I don't know. Where is this home? I have no idea. This person I don't know. So if that is your choice, go ahead and announce. I cannot accompany you to make that announcement. We said, wewe Rigathi. Hii ukabila yako itakufikisha wapi? I said, Mr. President, I am not party to that decision. How do I accompany you to announce something I'm not part of? And the people of Embu will be asking me, who is this? But if I'm not there, just go ahead and announce. He kept quiet like 3 minutes. He said, he threw a pen at me. He said, toa hiyo mtu weka hiyo JB yako hapo. This JB, you are crazy about this JB. I said, but Mr. President, this is a good man. And I chair the cabinet committee. This is a solid minister. All the other people you are putting and you have returned, most of them are useless. I sit there and I have listened to this man. And he means well for this country. So why do you want to remove him? What is it that he has done? So he said, chukua. Mimi nikachukua kalamu, nikafuta hiyo mtu na kalamu ya wino, nikaweka Honorable J.B. Muturi. Nikamrudishia. But then I told him, because I know you, if we go there and you announce the other name, because I think that is what you want to do, I'll walk away when the press is live. So that's how J.B. Muturi got his job back. And after that, I was thrown away, and he followed me. I'm sorry I was not there to defend you another time. So I want to say, as we celebrate JB, this country is blessed with a great leader, a steadfast man, a great man. And JB Muturi, as you have been told, to put order into this table. If the formula of nominating a single presidential candidate favors me, and I'm elected as president, you will play a very important role in my government. And for having been kind to me, when you asked me to step down my candidate with Senator Lene Kivuti, our senior elder, you know, in our community, we have seniority of elders. If Lene Kivuti summons me, I'm a junior elder in my community, and gives direction, I just have to honor. So when Lene Kivuti and JB Muturi summoned me and said, as better people, we have decided that you step down your candidate in favor of Newton Karis, I agreed with the two senior elders from our community, because that is the way things should be run. So JB Muturi, please take us to Bere with Senator Kivuti and call the people of Bere North to order. Because Kasongo has put 300 million shillings so far in that by-election. Senator Lene Kivuti, you must lead us there to rubbish that money in 6 hours. And in Bere North is where William Ruto must be taught how to put communities to order. And JB Muturi, mimi nakutakia mema. I'm sorry.
Eugene Wamalwa, my brother Dr. Fred Matiang'i, members of parliament here present, both current and former.